Welcome, everyone, to the original conference championship game. There's simply nothing quite like the intensity when an SEC title is on the line. All the legendary players, the epic moments who have made their mark on this occasion. The intensity is simply unmatched. Can't wait for this one. This is a matchup we've all been waiting for. Two teams ranked in the top 5. Battling for a precious conference title, but also pointing to something even bigger, the college football playoff. As we'll see the number 2 team in the country, the Georgia Bulldogs, taking on the 4th-ranked team, the Texas A&M Aggies. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. I think we've talked long enough, Kirk. Let's get this game going. Kickoff team out there getting ready, and this is it, the battle for the conference championship trophy. That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. Offense goes to the pistol formation now. Off to the single back. Only a small gain. Now looking at 2nd and 9.
They're just trying to establish the run. There's not much there, but give credit to that defensive line and those linebackers attacking the line of scrimmage to negate any chance at all.
Offense showing a bunch formation now. Looking downfield, it's Weigman. That's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact. No flag. Brings up 3rd down.
That's a misfire there, Chris. This passing game has got to be able to get into sync and find a rhythm.
The offense now facing a 3rd and long from the 26. Got to avoid a mistake here. Quick throw to his receiver. And he's got his man open downfield. They bring him down at the 44. That's a solid gain, getting closer to midfield now. Texas A&M getting set for the 1st and 10 now. They'll try the right here. Tackle up near midfield at the 48.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on 1st down.
The gain makes it 2nd and medium. Here's the handoff. And he will be stuffed for no gain.
Boy, this defense is stepping up here early in this game, really controlling the line of scrimmage. Just nowhere to go on this last play. And now we've got a 3rd down, a big opportunity for this defense to get off the field.
Dropping back, looking to throw for the 1st down. And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. And it's picked off in the end zone.
Chris, you have all week to kind of find the matchups that you want. They clearly wanted to go after this defensive back. They looked at it, first drive of the game. They make the throw. It's just a poor decision, in my opinion, by this quarterback, and it cost him.
Looking for a gap, it's Frazier.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Makes the catch downfield. And he's brought down, but there is a penalty marker out there. Let's check out this call. The defensive penalty is declined. Offense very happy to take the result of that play. 1st and 10 play coming up. Receiver in motion now. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Throws a stiff arm. And he breaks the tackle on the way to a solid gain there.
You know, a lot of times these types of plays either go for nothing or they can go for a huge chunk of yards. Here they do a nice job of getting it to the outside, turning it upfield, and ended up getting a nice gain out of it.
Movement at the second level of defense now. And he's hit right as he throws it. Incomplete.
Well, it's pretty simple. The defensive line does a great job of getting after the quarterback and forcing him into that incompletion.
Offense facing a 3rd and short from the 41. Can they make the first down and avoid a tricky 4th down decision? And they'll stop him after a short gain. So on their first drive of the game, they'll go for it in their own territory. And the motion by the back now forces the defense to adjust. They can't connect. A costly turnover on downs.
Oh, my gosh, a drop pass here on this 4th down play. Everything was perfect. The execution is there. The route is nice. The ball is on the money. All he has to do is catch it, and it's a first down, and he drops it. This one could come back to haunt him.
The gain is 2 yards, so it's 2nd and 8.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game, held him just to 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Oh, it's a reverse. Finding enough space for a solid gain before they stop it.
I'm a fan of any time you can get the ball into his hands, I think it's a win. Didn't go for a huge amount of yards, but it's the threat of what it potentially can do, and it gives him another opportunity to get his hands on the football.
They'll try to move the chains here on the ground. Defense stops him right at the line there.
Wow, the defense prevented them from getting the first down. How about that? Nice job of holding their point there at the defensive line. They came close to getting the first, but the defense deserves credit. Now we've got 4th and inches.
Less than a yard to go here on 4th down. The offense is going to go for it. And the quarterback just sneaks it.
And one of the things we love about this guy is his ability to use his legs when he has to. And I almost feel like he got behind that offensive line, and because of his size, I don't know if they were able to locate him. By the time they did, it's a first down for the offense.
And now the handoff. Stop after a small gain. Now look at it, 2nd and 9. And it's a bunch formation. Ball handed off. Defense gets him down, but they'll take the gain on that play. So the offense faces 3rd and short from the +26. Might be 4-down territory, but let's see what the call is here. Looking to pass, it's Weidman. On the run, he'll let it go. And he makes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Aggies. Hold on a second. The replay official has signaled that he wants to have another look at this play. Well, they took a look just to confirm it, but it looks like they got it right on the field after the review of the play to stand. And the PAT makes it 7-0. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. Bringing it out, it's Frazier. Moving right through the contacts. He's got some daylight, turning on the speed. Just able to stop it, but it's a great return. Lucky to prevent a touchdown to begin the drive with excellent field position. And the powerful Georgia offense is back out on the field. The last time they went for it on fourth down, didn't get it, and it ended up costing them 6 points. And they bounce back here. And he's brought down, but they went backwards after the completion. Good work by the defense. Now it's second down here. From the shotgun, handoff inside. Solid gain, moves the ball to a 43.
I'll take that every single time. Offensive line does a nice job up front. This back's vision and ability to get positive yards by lowering his pads on full display right there.
Challenging play for the offense. They face third and long here from their own 43. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Makes the grab. It's Tuggle. Brought down at the 46, good enough for a first down.
Well, it's third down. The defense knows he's going to get the ball. You still can't stop the quarterback finding this receiver to be able to pick up another first down for this offense.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Dropping back, it's Barnett. Lets it fly to the wideout. Catch made on the right side. That's a big gain. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs. The Dogs are moving quickly down the field. First down, looking to throw the ball. And he's got it. Touchdown, Dogs. Strong game by this quarterback.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
Now the all-important extra point. PAT is good. They slammed into the kicker, and penalty markers are down. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Now they get set to kick it away. Set to kick this one. And the deep kick will sail out the back of the end zone for a touchback. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. Looking for a gap. It's Owens. Breaking free at the 35. They bring him down at the 44. That's a solid gain, getting closer to midfield now.
Nice first down here by Texas A&M. The offensive line gets a hat on a hat, gets a good push. And once again, you see the history and tradition of Texas A&M with a great back.
He's wrapped up nicely there by the freshman.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
Offense getting set. Second down play here. To throw, it's Weigman. Pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up third down.
Chris, I thought he had his hands on that football. I thought he was going to come down with it. But give the defense all the credit with a big hit to knock that ball loose.
Challenging spot for the offense. It's 3rd down and long in the 45. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. A short completion of the tight end. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Chris, we get so caught up in these wide receivers and their playmaking ability and getting them the ball in space. Right, the defense has to pay attention to them. Often too much attention opens up an underneath drag route like this, and quarterback makes a good read. Nice first down.
He's moving out of the pocket now. Looking to scramble now. They get him down, but that's a good run. Enough to move the sticks and keep this drive going.
This is why I love the quarterbacks that can make things happen. Here you have an opportunity to try to create. Nothing's there. Play breaks down. Instead of just throwing it away, he sits back, sees nothing downfield, decides to be able to pick up the first down by himself. Impressive run to pick up the first and keep this drive moving.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Offense looking to throw the ball. Launching it downfield. He fires this throw and is intercepted. Tackled after a short return to the 19, but a huge takeaway in the red zone.
Chris, he's just trying to find the hole in his own coverage. But, as you know, those windows can open and close pretty quickly, especially in the middle of the field. So, timing's got to be just right, or you're going to see an interception like this.
Tackle made after a solid gain to spot the ball for 31.
Boy, great patience and acceleration to be able to pick up this first down by this back from Georgia. You think of Georgia backs, you think about Herschel Walker right away, right? Sonny Michel, Todd Gurley, Nick Chubb, Noshawn Marino. I mean, the list goes on and on of great Georgia backs.
Finds a man open on the right side downfield. Oh, and he breaks free. It's a foot race. They're not going to get him. He's in. Touchdown, Bulldogs.
Chris, the timing between the quarterback and the receiver here is exceptional. Great route here to sell that post to the inside and then break it off to the corner. And the quarterback anticipates it well, puts it on the money for that touchdown.
Point after, not quite through. Getting set to kick the ball off now. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback will start at the 25. And here comes the Texas A&M offense back on the field. They had some good things going on the last drive, but it ended suddenly with the pick. Let's see what they can do here. Second down play coming up for this offense. The offense with some pre-snap eye candy. To the air, it's Weidman. Lets it go quickly. And he pulls in the catch. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big game.
Boy, a huge play here from Texas A&M. A nice throw, but even a better catch by this wide receiver. Man, they've had some great ones over the years at College Station. Guys like Mike Evans and Anaya Smith most recently. Going back to Christian Kirk. Guys with some size and speed.
He's running out of time here. Oh, the sack is made there by the freshman.
Boy, what an incredible push by this defensive line. And if you're going to survive in the SEC, the teams that really separate themselves are the teams that have great defensive linemen, especially in the interior. And Georgia has had an incredible legacy over the years, and it's nice to see that this player right here is trying to live up to that.
The pocket breaking down. Pressure comes, and once again, no escape.
Chris, that's another sack for this guy. That's back-to-back plays. This guy's been able to get to this quarterback. Man, he is in a zone and feeling good right now. If I'm the offensive coordinator, I'm either rolling away from that guy or I got to think about double-teaming him just to keep him out of the backfield.
Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. 3rd down and a mile. Looking to throw for it. And he lobs it deep down the middle. And that deep shot is caught for a big gain. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Texas A&M. But they were backed up to start the drive. It's some bold play calling, great execution, and he reached the end zone.
You know, it's easy to just kind of pull your horns in and get conservative when you're pushed way back close to your own goal line, but not this offense. They came out, showed the confidence that they have in their quarterback, and it paid off. Nice touchdown.
So it'll be a touchback. Ball spotted at the 25. And the Georgia offense is back out on the field. We have a shootout developing here. Each offense scoring a touchdown on their last possession. The defense with more pre-snap movement. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. And tackled after a small pickup there.
Well, the defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
And he's got it again. And the run moves the ball up to the 33.
When you can get good chunks of yardage like this on early downs, it just keeps you on schedule, leading to more manageable 3rd down situations. Never underestimate the value of consistently getting 4 or more yards a pop like that.
Offense sets the formation. It's 3rd down. They'll try to run for the 1st down. Brought down, but it's past the line to gain.
How about that, Chris? 3rd down and 2. They get just enough. I thought they might bring the sticks out to measure. It was so close, but they're going to give them the 1st down. That's just trusting your back to get the yards you need for the 1st down.
Here's a throw underneath to the tight end. Runner scoots out of bounds after gaining decent yards. What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? To throw, it's Barnett. Looks to the left, pass caught. And they wrap him up, but the gain is good enough for a 1st down.
Oh, it's so easy to get caught up in the receivers and the quarterback, and your eyes get lost. You forget about the running back. Nice catch and a 1st down for this offense.
Back goes in motion now. Let's see how the defense adjusts. Here comes a 1st down pass attempt. Quick throw complete to the tight end. They get him down, but the gain moves the ball to the 37.
The tight end drag route is the perfect option for an offense looking to scheme that position open for some yardage. Perfect execution here for a 1st down.
Georgia getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Linebackers trying to confuse this offense now. On the ground, it's Robinson. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. The offense will take their 1st time out of the half to talk strategy here. That was that excellent linebacker with a clear path just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
Breaks clear, end zone ahead. Who could not stop him? He's in. Touchdown, Georgia.
Man, I love running backs that can hurt you on the ground and through the air. The defense this time just underestimates his ability to catch the ball, and then the speed afterwards, it's a touchdown.
He knocked through the extra point. The lead is 7, 21-14. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Texas A&M offense back on the field. Well, it's been an entertaining first half. Not much time remaining to cut into this lead. And they'll force him out of bounds after a short run.
It's a good, solid game. 5 or 6 yards. Love to see that from the running game.
That game makes it second and medium. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. Back to throw. It's Weigman. Defense is coming after him. Makes the first down, but Hazy Price, big hit there at the end.
Boy, this guy can do it all. We know what he can do with his arm, but when things aren't there, does a good job of pulling it down, knowing where the first down marker is, picking up the first down.
Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Now here's the toss play. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense has countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks more than enough for a first down.
Well, that's exactly what you need to do as a receiver in these kind of situations near the end of the half. Get some positive yards, but also stopping the clock is just as important.
And they'll try to pick it up on the ground. The gain is 3 yards, so second and 7. And a timeout is called. Important stage late here in the second quarter.
Nice solid run here by this back. Did a nice job of just kind of finding that lane, pick up some positive yards here on 1st and 10.
Looking to pass here on 2nd down. And he's going to rifle this one deep to the left side. Takes it all the way to the house. Touchdown, A&M.
Perfect timing here by this quarterback. Great read, puts the ball where his man can make a play on it, and they're an extra point away from tying this game up.
And they're able to tack on the extra point. The PAT ties the game here in the second quarter now. So the offense gets momentum scoring before halftime. Now the kickoff. We'll see if the defense can get a stop and preserve that momentum. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. And they stop him at the 23. That's solid coverage. So they start the drive looking for some late fireworks here. Less than 30 seconds before halftime. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside handoff. And the runner brought down after just a short gain. Offense stops the clock with their second timeout to talk strategy. So the offense takes the field in the final seconds of the half. Chance for just a couple more plays. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. They'll bring him down right at the 30-yard line. Minutes going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. And the Aggies will kick this away to start the second half. This one will be fair caught. Bulldogs offense is back out on the field. And they'll start the third quarter here on the ground. Defense makes the stop after a 5-yard gain, so 2nd and 5.
I think this defense keeps thinking about them throwing the football, and by doing that, they're opening up running lanes. Good positive yards there by the running back.
Oh, it's snapped to the back. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Well, they run it right into a blitz, and that linebacker was coming downhill curve.
Man, what a time to call that blitz here by the defensive coordinator. And you're right, he shoots right through that A-gap. Really, the back had nowhere to go.
And it's intercepted. Beautiful timing there. Big takeaway, now looking for a big return. Brings the interception all the way back. Touchdown, Aggies. And a pick 6, a monster play by this defense here, Kirk.
That defender showed a lot of athletic ability there with the ball in his hands. I wouldn't be surprised if the head coach watching that thought about maybe giving him some reps as a returner after that touchdown.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Evans. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. And the powerful Georgia offense is back out on the field. They have got to bounce back on this possession after throwing a pick 6 last time out here. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Well, they keep trying to run the football, and they keep getting dominated at the line of scrimmage. That has been a theme throughout this entire game. We've talked about it earlier in the game. It's not changing at all. They've become one-dimensional, and I think it's allowed this defense to really lock in on that quarterback.
Oh, he lost the ball. Oh, and this is going to wind up as a safety.
Man, that is a big-time play for this defense. Not only do they get a couple points, they get the football back as well. It should give these guys a spark and some momentum.
He'll call for the fair catch here. And out comes the offense set to take over here. The linebacker shifting around now. One back in the backfield, and he'll get the carry. And a big game before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
You know, all week, the defensive coordinator told us about the quarterback, told us about the receivers, and how they're going to throw the football. But, man, they better get locked in on stopping this run game because that was a big-time game.
On first down, they'll keep the running game churning. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Well, that's a great play all around by this defense. Your first-level defenders hold their own at the point of attack, allowing the second and third-level players to roam free and make the tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. Looking to pass. It's Weigman. Looking to set up a screen pass here. Good job with the defense to fight through the blocks on that screen. He's short of the first down marker.
You can see what the offense is trying to do here with this screenplay, but they avoid disaster by at least getting a few positive yards. The defense doing a great job of anticipating the screen here.
Drops back, needing a third down completion here. And it's caught. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
For this offensive line, you got to tip your cap. They've done everything you would ask of them in taking care of this quarterback. They do it again here on third down, working with that lead. You know the pressure's coming, and they deliver.
They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What's an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well do you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. They bring him down. That's a very solid game, but still well short of the first down.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here, and he's a good back. I love to see that offensive line win the battle of the line of scrimmage.
The Aggies are in the red zone now. Same tailback, another carry. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. They don't block the defensive end and show some quickness for getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
They come away with 3 points on the drive, and now the kickoff team will boot it away. Bringing it out, it's Frazier. That's strong coverage, though. They tackle him at the 11-yard line. And the Georgia offense is back out on the field. This offense trying to bounce back. The last time out there, they surrendered a safety. Back to pass. It's Barnett. Goes to his right side there for the completion. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks more than enough for a first down.
Really good route here by the receiver, but I love the quarterback's ability to look off that safety and make that throw, and that's part of the quarterback's job here when you play in Athens for this Georgia offense. They've had some great quarterbacks over the years, guys like Matthew Stafford and Aaron Murray, and more recently Jake Fromm, and of course Stetson Bennett, who won back-to-back national championships. And what they're seeing today from this quarterback, they got to be very proud of.
Here's a shot toward the right sideline. Oh, and he's got it. Big gain inside the 25. Tackle made quickly, but a big chunk play for this offense through the air. Georgia setting up for the 1st and 10 now. There's the handoff. Catch made, but the defense gobbles him up for just a short gain. Coming to the line on 2nd down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man. Can he reach the end zone? And he'll make it in for the score. Touchdown, Dogs. Extra point try coming now. PAT up and good to get a little bit closer. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. The Aggies offense back on the field. We're trying to build this lead here. Had to settle for 3 last time out. Keeping it on the ground here. Breaking free at the 35. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Coaches told us in the pregame production meetings they love this batch mixture of speed and power. We know about the speed, but he also showed the ability to break tackles on that run.
And they'll stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Second down after that run on the previous play. Pre-snap motion from the offense. Scanning the field. It's Weigman. It's a screen pass complete to the running back. They're finally able to stop him, but the defense is fooled a little bit on that screen play. It's a solid gain for a first down.
Boy, this is great execution here on this screen play to the running back to pick up big yards in the first down. I think in the process, Chris, they send a message to the defense. You can rush our quarterback all you want, but when you do, you better be careful because we're going to throw the screen on you.
How aggressive will they be on this first down play? And there's the handoff. And the defense smothers him for no gain.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
Here's the second down play. And the running back takes the handoff. Able to fight for a decent gain here in that running play.
That's the end of the third quarter of play. With the score, Texas A&M 33, Georgia 28.
We begin the quarter with a crucial play. Offense setting up for this third down. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. Escapes the pocket.
Well, there you go. You saved your best scramble today for a bit of a situation in the fourth quarter, and you pick up the first. I mean, you don't want to use that early in the game, right? You want to make sure you save it for the exact moment and the key time and key moment in the game, and that's what he did. Although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way, but a great job of using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing it was time to go.
Brings up second down.
Good job bleeding the clock on this drive so far. They'll come up on a second down. And now the running back's got it again. That's a strong stiff arm. And he's pushed out of bounds after a short run. Not enough for a first.
I feel like they called that knowing chances are they're not going to hit a home run. But look at this. Put themselves in a perfect third down situation. It's much more manageable. Now we'll see if they can convert.
Offense looking to keep this drive going into the red zone. It's third down and short. And they pick up the first on the ground. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
The back just had nowhere to go. How about the defensive line? They eat up all the blocks up front, freeing those linebackers up to be able to make the play. Just a bad play all around for this offense.
So on fourth down, it's an all-important field goal attempt. Hold your breath here. And the kick is good. Offense settles for 3 on the drive.
Well, Chris, it's a nice kick here to polish off that drive and at least 3 points up on the board.
So after the field goal, the kicker out there again to boot it away. Fielded in the end zone. It's Evans. And he's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start.
Georgia offense will take over first and 10.
And the Bulldogs offense is back out on the field. And the back gets the football. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. Short loss on the play sets up second and long from the 18. And the wideout goes in motion. Back to throw. It's Barnett. Quarterback escapes the pocket and takes off. It is complete. What a grab by the receiver right near the sideline.
It's a nice completion there, Chris. And this possession at this point in the game is critical for them. They've got to focus on putting points on the board right now to make this a one-possession game.
First down. Looking to throw the football. And here comes a deep shot. Receiver left alone down there for a huge gain. And he takes it all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs. So following the touchdown, now the offense looks for the 2-point conversion to tie this game up late. And it's incomplete on the overthrow. Just too much on that ball.
That keeps the score. Texas A&M.
Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. That one sails out of the back of the end zone at the touchback. And the Texas A&M offense heads back out onto the field. They kicked a field goal in the last drive. They're looking for the end zone this time. And he stopped after gaining 4 yards. So 2nd and 6.
Well, this is where you really rely on your offensive line. Late in the game, you got the lead. You got to run the football. They know you're going to run the football. Get behind that big offensive line, run that running back, make sure he protects the football, and you got a great chance at a victory.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. And, of course, they'll work the clock here, keep it on the ground. And the run moves the ball up to the 33.
Now, they didn't bust that for a big play, but it makes this 3rd down coming up a little bit more manageable, and that certainly has a lot of value.
Here we go, late in a tight game. This might be the biggest play so far. 3rd and 2. Can he make it to the marker? And the runner steps out of bounds, but does have enough yardage to pick up the 1st down.
Boy, Chris, you cannot overstate how big of a conversion this was to be able to pick this up on the ground. Yeah, the offense still has the lead, but you can just feel the defense having all the momentum with the points they've been able to compile. And that run right there picks up a 1st down and can kind of settle things down a bit.
Handoff from the shotgun. Picks up 3 yards, so 2nd and 7.
Positive yards are always important for an offense, but at this stage of the game, late in the ball game, playing with the lead, you're thinking about working that clock and continuing to keep the ball in bounds.
And the single back takes the handoff. Taken down, but not before he makes the 1st down.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the 1st down, but he got it.
This Texas A&M offense is moving quickly down the field. And then 1st down, right back to the running game. They tackle him. Looks like it's going to be just short of the marker, inches away.
Love those positive yards on 1st and 10, and it's not quite a 1st down. Looks like it'll bring 2nd and inches, but it sure does open up the playbook here to be able to open up, maybe take a shot downfield.
Less than a yard to go as they come to the line on 2nd down. We head now to the 2-minute warning as this offense tries to bleed out the clock and secure this win. Come to the line for 2nd down and very short now. It's QB sneak. They stop him, but it's a 1st down.
Well. The old quarterback sneak. Well, whatever you got to do to keep this drive moving. We've seen them convert in different ways on this drive, and that sneak will keep this defense guessing when they're in short yardage coming up in the future.
And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. Texas A&M getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. Important 2nd down play coming up. Change of pace now, looking to throw the football. Running out of time in the pocket. Oh, nice play by the defender. Got a hand in there to break up the pass.
Well, this is just an outstanding job by this defender being in phase against this receiver and being able to tip that ball away. He actually tips it up into the air. The offense catches a break, but that ball's not intercepted.
9th play of the drive coming up. This is a tough 3rd and long. Defense stops him short of the marker, so now it's 4th down. Now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. So on 4th down, here comes a crucial field goal attempt. The attempt is no good. He missed it. So after the miss, it's still a 2-point lead.
Chris, you and I were on the field in warm-ups. We saw this guy hit a 62-yarder that hit the crossbar and actually went over. So we know that he has the leg to make this kick. I just don't think he got enough on it.
1st down here for this offense. That now goes in motion. Defense will have to adjust. Fights through a tackle.
You know, the good thing about this play is it's not an explosive play, but it really gives you a chance now to be able to pick up a 1st down here on this next play.
Looking to throw. It's Barnett. Throws to the tight end. He's a wide-open receiver, complete. And he'll step out of bounds to stop the clock. That is perfect execution there.
Well, I'll tell you what, this guy's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. And here we are, late in the game. He needs to continue to play with that consistency. And that's a great example that he's up to it.
The offense is clicking, and the defense just searching for answers now. An inside give now from the shotgun. Finding space at the 20. First and goal. Any points will give them the lead here in the 4th quarter. Keep it on the ground, trying to power in for the touchdown. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Timeout called by the defense, their first of the half, as they try to make some adjustments here.
Well, it is tough to run the football inside this 5-yard line. Give all the credit to that defensive line, eating up those linemen, allowing the rest of the defense to fly to the football for that short loss.
Backed up to the 5-yard line now for 2nd and goal. Couldn't quite get there, brought down at the 2. And now the defense decides to spend a timeout to regroup a bit.
Interesting call here by the offensive coordinator. Get some positive yards. You keep the ball on the ground. The clock will continue to roll. They need a touchdown here. I cannot wait to see what this call is on 3rd and goal.
He's swarmed by the defense. Now the timeout is called by the defense. They've got some things to work out here.
I don't mind the call they're running the football to try to get that into the end zone. They come up short. Now we've got a critical moment here in the 4th quarter. It's 4th and goal. A touchdown gives you the lead. Field goal really doesn't help you. They've got to find a way to get the ball into the end zone.
Right down the middle. Pandemonium here. They've taken the lead in the final seconds. Getting set to kick off after that crucial field goal. Now let's see if the defense can hold on here in the final seconds. On the kickoff is hammered. Sails out the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Texas A&M offense back on the field. They've got some time to work with. Do they go for a touchdown here or play it more conservatively and set up for a field goal try? He's escaping the pocket now. Nothing open downfield, so we'll just throw it away.
Man, the defense took everything away from him. What do you expect him to do? He can't force the ball into traffic and potentially throw the interception. Does a good job of getting out of the pocket, away from the pressure, and just throw the ball away. See what happens on this next down.
Back to pass. It's Weigman. And this one is caught. He has first down yardage at the 46. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. And looking to throw now on first down. And he throws his third interception of the day. Can he take it all the way? And he steps out of bounds after the great pick. Solid return to set up his offense.
Well, that defender deserves the game ball for that game-sealing play. Now, all there is